We're in it. Let me
Okay.
turn on the music.
Oh, your music was off.
Yeah, it was off just a little bit.
Oh.
Happy artfight, everybody.
Happy art fight. We're in it. We're a weekend.
We're in it. It's here.
Almost.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. I've like been barely doing it. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Not
I've been
because
hella doing it.
Okay, not because I haven't been wanting to. I've had this very annoying computer issue.
Oh?
I broke my charger.
Oh, I didn't like. I remember you mentioned that, and then it
Yes.
didn't like click in my head, like what that meant.
Yeah, I broke my charger, and I have one, is the thing. But it's like, it's not specifically for this computer, so my computer keeps having issues with like recognizing it. It's not the same watt, so I can't like leave it in overnight to charge, because that would fuck the battery up like so bad.
Oh shit, yeah.
And I have to like twist it like crazy style to get it to like actually charge my computer.
Crazy
And
style.
because I have to twist it crazy style. I keep having to twist it worse and worse each time, because that's how it goes. And so yeah, it's and I like to draw at my bed, and I can only really consistently get it to charge now when I'm at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really haven't been drawing despite wanting to.
That's so sad.
It is. I ordered I ordered a new one that arrived yesterday, but it didn't work. It didn't work. And I had to spend $40 on one from the Dell website so that I knew it would work for my stupid computer.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a whole thing. And it's gonna take even longer. It's gonna take until the 10th to show up.
Oh my god.
Like, it's a whole thing.
Bro, it's art fight. They need to get it to you there. Express
exactly.
shipping.
It's literally art fight.
They don't understand.
Exactly, guys. It's art fight. I want to draw, but it's okay. I got to charge. I took a nap while my computer was charging, and it charged to like almost full, and it's pretty good at holding its charge. So I think I can get in a few attacks today.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can, because it's the worst is like when you want to attack and you can't.
Yes, it's really bad. I have so many ideas, and I'm just like, ugh.
I know, and you're just sitting there, and you're like, oh, I can't. You're like tweaking,
I can't. Yeah, I like was at my desk a little bit. I don't know. I am just not a desk person. I think it's something that I'm realizing about myself. I can't.
Interesting.
I don't know, maybe it's my desk. I don't think it's my desk. Maybe it's my chair. I don't think it's my chair. I get the worst neck pain, and it hurts. I was at it for like a few hours yesterday.
Are you on a screen tablet or screenless, or? I forgot.
Screenless tablet.
You get neck pain with a screenless tablet? Is your computer monitor like lower than your eye line or something?
Yes.
Mine is kind of a little lower.
It's like because it's on my desk, and I can't.
Yeah. You gotta put some books under that shit.
I do gotta put some books under that shit. But then I can't like pleasantly type on it.
That's why I have like a second keyboard.
I have a laptop.
I know, I plug a laptop into my, well, but I have two monitors, but I do that when I'm at school. I have them because I have a second monitor and I type on a different keyboard.
Actually, I did buy a keyboard at some point, but it was from a thrift store and it didn't come with the part that I needed to plug into the.
Oh, what? That's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the keyboard that I use doesn't have a tilde key, which doesn't really matter for anything except for art fight.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And so the only time I ever use like my laptop's keyboard when I'm on it, like I'm on my PC right now, but it's for the tilde when I'm doing art fight stuff.
That's beautiful, actually.
It's kind of beautiful.
This has not really been that related so far. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. No, this is the pre-fight thing, because you did. That's what you're like. Not pre-fight. This is like your fight start, which is sad. That's so sad. But I feel like
it's okay.
Some people can relate to that too. Like I have been seeing some people who are like, I'm busy. Like the first week, I'm traveling.
Mm-hmm. I'm still.
That's a thing that happens.
I'm still holding true to my goal, guys. I know I have only 2 attacks out. 30 attacks.
30 attacks.
1 per day.
That's a lot of attacks.
It's a lot of attacks. I don't
know how many I've done so far.
Let's see. Amy.
I've done 14. Apparently.
That's almost half my goal in 1 week.
Okay. Well, so what I started doing. Well, I also have like 4 attacks, like animated attacks that like I I did roughs for that I haven't worked on. Because they're hard. I don't know why I chose to do animations with characters that are hard to animate. But I don't know. I've just been doing a lot more kind of like loose stuff and like feeling like, because I mean like if you look at some of the stuff I did, like the yellow attack I did for Morphight, and like, you know, I did a lot of little doodles. Like I just did some nice stuff for people, and I feel like I feel a lot better about doing those doodles because and like I feel like older fighters or people who it isn't their first fight can relate. But like when I start caring about that stuff is when it gets to like the last week and I'm like, I don't want this up on my page for a year if it's a doodle. Like that's my biggest worry about doing doodles. I'm like, I don't mind doing doodles, but if it has to stay up on my page all year, then that's like fucked up.
That's so interesting. I usually don't really care.
I kind of don't care, but I also kind of do, because also like the attacks I had up on my front page this year with like, they were so visually dark. It literally just looked like two of them had like black thumbnails because they were so dark, and I was like, man, this just looks like weird on my page.
I guess that's fair for the end of the fight. I understand. It's like you don't want.
Oh my gosh, I just realized I've done 444 attacks.
Whoa!
Over time.
I see that. Oh, that's
my
crazy.
boobs image. God, the attack I just did for Manta was so good.
It was very good. I love it. It was
so good.
I have done 153 attacks.
That's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm happy. But this year, I'm gonna get 30 more.
So your goal is 30. Yes. My goal is kind of nothing. I kind of don't care.
I don't think people should really usually have attack goals, but the thing is for me last year I didn't. The reason why is because I kept putting too much into one piece, and I don't want to do that. I want to I want to have some high effort attacks, obviously. I also want to have some where I'm just like, this is a silly little thing that I've made for you.
Yeah.
I want to do something silly. Yeah. Meme stuff, or just like, I don't know.
Fun stuff.
Stuff. Yeah, like exactly. 1 year, I remember 2 years ago, I drew someone's character as like, I think you were there for this, when I drew one of their characters like Marvin the Martian, because I just like couldn't think of
what? No, I don't remember this.
You were in that call because you were like, you should just draw them as like Marvin the Martian because it was like an alien character. You were there.
Oh wait, maybe I mean that does sound like something I would say.
Yes. And then I drew someone's character in like MS Paint. I did a few like. Yeah. This was like my fun year. That was like, what year was that? I think that was.
It's probably Bloom.
That was Bloom. Bloom was my fun year. Bloom. I did the best.
Bloom was a good year.
And then last year, I didn't. But this year I'm gonna have fun again.
Last year was kind of an L mid year. Not gonna lie. I think for everybody.
Kind of was. It was a very sad year.
I definitely did some I'm glad that I feel like maybe no one else really would do this at all, but I did end up doing pieces. Like there's at least the 2 pieces that I did, which was the one I did for Terror, which was the dragon one that was red, and then the like the Caesar downfall of Artfight with the worm, where I drew over the with the Yowie ball, like all that, like those 2 pieces like are still so funny and also like really like meaningful to me because I did them about like the situation at the time, and also the Artfight worm one is just really funny to me.
Artfight worm is very funny.
Even though last year was a bad year, I think I definitely remember it more than other years in terms of like the pieces that I did, at least, you know. But I mean also recency bias.
Fair. You popped off last year.
I feel like I'm popping off so hard this year. I'm
you
really
are
happy
popping
with all
off
stuff.
This year. Everything you've done is crazy. You have so much yaoi.
I have. Oh my god! I'm so. I told you about this, but
you did.
I did. I was looking to do a yaoi attack, okay, and the rep of the 2 characters was really yaoi, and I was like, oh, like this these two guys are so yaoi-ful, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like draw them like, you know, yaoi it up. And then when I was drawing it, I was like, oh, I need to like look at like how this guy is, like how thin this guy is or something compared to the other guy. And then I was like, wait a second, this character has boobs, and I was like, oh, cool, like transmask swag. I have to like not put nipples on there to make sure I don't have to censor it or whatever. But then I looked at the description, and it was a woman, and I was like, no, I can't believe I got yaoi baited by myself.
You're so funny. That's so funny.
It's. I hope they haven't commented on it, so I hope that like they don't hate me forever. But I had fun with it. I mean, I think it turned out well.
Good.
So
yeah,
I did a scene for the first time in a billion years. So.
Hell yeah! It's really funny though.
I really want to do more scenes. Like I think my goal is, because I always kind of have an attack goal. My attack goal is always 30. Because I'm like, I want to do at least one a day. Like, I think that's a pretty good... Like, it doesn't have to be something fancy. Just, like, something. But I think, like, my goal was to, like, do more animation. Or, like, do more interesting animations. Not just kind of, like, whatever. But, like, do some motion practice. And then my other goal was, honestly, was just, like, play more fight. And, like, try to see how that goes, I guess.
I'd like more fight so far. I've done one
I
before, but
also really like it. I think it's really fun. Like, I will say, I want to talk about, like, what your thoughts are on, like, the start of the fight, like, as a whole. But I will say for the start of more fight, I think it went really well, and I'm really having fun, like, getting to know, because I'm on a faction with, like, a person who I didn't know before, because they're from the Boardwalk and they signed up. And it's really fun, like, just kind of casually, like, getting to know them, and, you know, like, it's not like we're DMing or anything, but I think because it's a forum, like, just getting to interact with people between posts, and, like, it doesn't feel very, like, stressful, I guess. It's like, oh, like, we're just, like, hanging out, you know, like, I'm definitely gonna, like, see them around in next years and be like, oh, hey, like, we did that thing together, you're a cool person, you know?
Yeah. That's so fun. I love it. Yeah, I like more fight. I've been poking and prodding my team members. They were the ones that were like, they were the ones that were like, let's all join a team.
It's so funny to me.
But
I also kind of love it.
It's okay.
You are carrying with your 1 point.
I keep rubbing that into them because I think it's funny to say that I'm carrying when I've literally earned 1 point for the team.
But you're slaying. You've earned 100 points for the team. 100% of the points for the team club.
It's okay. It's okay. They'll catch up.
Yeah, I definitely like want to think about, because I'm always scheming. I'm like, okay, like how can I make this the best for like people who are slower artists too? Because I think that's the one thing that I want to kind of implement more, and I think it might just be like having games that are like at larger time scales but also having quicker games.
I agree.
Because Elith asked me, they were like, oh, can we like draw a character, because for the game that's coming up, it's Papers, Please. It's like you have to find specific characters who fit certain prompts. They get like more and more specific, which is really I think going to be very fun.
I'm excited.
But they were like, oh, can you like submit, because there's gonna different waves of them of difficulty, and they were like, can you submit like a piece like after the wave is done? And I was like, oh, well, I don't want people to just be able to like submit one character that fulfills every single prompt of all of the waves if that character exists. But I was like, yeah, you can submit it after as long as you just submit it to one wave, so that it's like if you're slower, you know, it's not a big deal if you want to take more time to do like one thing or whatever, but you know, just so you can't like, because not everything could be like capture the flag where like where in capture the flag, if you like, you basically just have to do one really shit drawing at the end and submit it like 1 second before it ends, and then you win, like you know? So, but I mean, it's more fun to go back and forth because you get points for going back and forth too, but yeah. I'm excited though.
I'm also excited. But yeah, Star Wars Fight's been fine for me. I haven't really been able to get as much into it as I wanted to for reasons that I disclosed. But the things that I have done so far, I'm very happy with. I drew for my girlfriend.
Wait, let me go.
I did an attack for my
Stare.
girlfriend. That was my first attack, and I really like it, and it's really pretty, and she likes it, and I'm really happy.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
Thank you. And then I really like the capture the flag I did.
I like the capture the flag you did too. It was really cute.
Thank you. But that's more like along the lines of some attacks I want to do this year. Like I don't want to paint everything. I gotta do liner and color and shit.
And I like for Morphite, I think that one of the things that, I still want to talk about like thoughts on other people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how active you've been in Discord, so I don't know. It might not be. Okay. So I might be carrying a little bit, but okay. But I think I like Morphite because there's still that like, there's that thing where it's like, okay, if you draw more for more different people, then like you get more points, or like that's like kind of the goal, what it incentivizes you to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like if you put more thought into it, like with the bounties or like with the, you know, with the capture the flag where we all ended up drawing like our characters stealing it from somebody, like it makes it like more fun, and like everybody's actually like incentivized to do that, which Artfight I feel like isn't really like that anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot about the Discord, and I haven't seen it firsthand. I've just seen it.
Oh wait, it's because we keep posting messages.
Yes,
from the
I've
Discord.
seen it from you.
and Banan, come on.
And Banan, and everyone.
And Fallon.
Manta,
oh my god, the Fallon thing from yesterday, the reacts.
I don't know if we can...
Oh my god.
I can say it.
I can't. No, but somebody reacting with a slur is crazy.
Yeah, they were like, did you call me I'm a lesbian, what did you call me? And then they reacted with a lesbian slur, like spelling it out.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Okay, maybe the person who reacted was also a lesbian.
Maybe. It didn't make it any...
It doesn't make it better. No, it does not.
It's a public setting.
Well, also, slurs just aren't allowed on the Discord.
No, they're not allowed, but it's just not good to call someone a slur.
Mods low-key haven't like been around, or haven't seen as many mods around, except for like telling people to stop posting links, so I'm sure that one flew under the radar.
Probably, unfortunately, but it was... Yeah, Discord, I've only been, because I've only really seen complaints about it, but,
From us.
From you, guys, my lovely friends. It seems like it's better than it has been in previous years, because at least it's being, better in, like, spam sense only.
Okay, I think here's
But people are still, like, begging.
Yeah, let me like paint you the picture.
Okay, a beautiful one.
So I think there's a lot of things that are interesting. First off, I think one of the things that actually might be affecting it a lot is, so there's a lot of people. There's almost like 250,000 people, I think.
Whoa.
So like it was like 190,000 people before the fight, and like it increased like so much. Or maybe it's not 250, maybe it's like 230 or something. But so there's a lot of people. Yeah. And they got rid of Off Topic 2, and they got rid of Characters 2. Before the fight, right?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
So those don't exist anymore.
Oh, no.
And it was really interesting, because I don't really know how that affects it, but I think it was a mistake, because like basically in Gen 1, nothing happens. Gen 1 is like you're just yelling into the void. And it's not like Gen 1 used to be where you're yelling into the void. It's like literally people are just saying, please attack me. Or like, you know,
oh, dear.
Maybe replying to one person they know.
Yeah.
But like the only normal place is like Off Topic, which is crazy to me. And Off Topic has a slow mode of like 2 minutes.
Oh, no.
Which is like, it feels so wrong to have such a high slow mode.
It does.
It's like, where's my 30 seconds? Please, that was my... And you know what's...
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I hope they bring it down. It's weird because Gen 2 has 1 minute slow mode. Off Topic has a 2 minute.
Well, I think it's for the image spam, because people are just spamming, like,
Oh.
unfunny images in off-topic. Like,
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
yeah, sorry, people who are posting images in off-topic, if you listen to this podcast, I'm sure your image is very funny.
Yeah.
It's super funny.
It is. Very funny.
But, I mean, they're just unrelated
Anyone who
images.
listens to our podcast is funny. Yeah, well, because it's
That's actually
off-topic.
true, though. Everybody who's an Artfight unofficial, official podcast listener is automatically very funny.
Yes. We're not biased.
We're not biased at all.
We're not biased.
I do think... So, also, help channels are still closed,
Ah,
which is interesting.
beautiful.
In the years past, they opened, like, on the 5th, usually,
Uh-huh.
but they're still closed, and ratings is also not open,
Oh no.
which is interesting.
Oh no.
I don't know. There's a lot of people asking a lot of questions in, like, Off Topic and Gen, be like, how do I rate this? How do I do things? And honestly, they probably get answers faster than if they were to ask them in the help channels.
Probably.
But get incorrect rating advice.
Yeah. That's so interesting. I don't know. Everything is so... It seems like they're overwhelmed, is all I can say.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's the picture. I mean, the other thing that's just so bad is people are begging so much. Like, if you remember, because I think you were active, like, in the server more, like, around Bloom, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I
people
wanted
had started...
podcast material.
Oh, that's so funny. People had
Not really.
started,
Mm-hmm.
like, kind of the downfall into the begging era. I almost would call it an era.
Yeah.
At least in Gen 1, because I'm a Gen 1er, okay? I was born into Gen 1, and
Okay.
that's my home.
Yes.
As shitty as it is.
You love it.
I can't bring myself away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's like almost every 4th message is somebody asking to be attacked.
Oh man. Oh no. That's not good at all.
It's bad.
It sounds pretty bad.
The other interesting thing, I don't know if you've seen it as much, but like,
Mhm.
I feel like we've had an insane start to the fight, like in terms of quantity of attacks.
Oh, from like people? Question mark?
Yeah, especially from new people.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of attacks this year. That's
Like
crazy.
like crazy numbers. I'm very interested to see if it's going to continue or if people are not realizing how long Artfight is.
Yeah, me as well. I wonder if it'll become like a burnout thing, or if these people are just
Yeah.
wild.
Because, like, we're not even 20% of the way. We're just about 20% of the way through Artfight. Which means, like, we have to do this all, like, 3 more times, is the way that I think about it. Which is a lot of times.
It's a lot of times. It's a lot of times to keep up with. Oh my goodness.
I think people just
so
need to pace
interesting.
themselves. Like, my advice is, like, especially, like, I think the best time to take a break is week 2, because, like, then you actually have, like, a lot of the fight, like, still left. Like, you won't even be, like, at the halfway point.
Yeah.
And, if you're getting burned out now, I think it feels less bad to take a break and then be like, oh, well, I still have, like, a lot of time left. So if you're listening and you're burned out, take a day off, go play some video games.
Have fun. Frolic, even, one could say.
Have you ever gotten burned out from our fight?
Yes. Last year. I got pretty
last
burned
year?
out. Yeah. Well, because I was trying to do too much, and then I used up
Like
all
near
my
the
energy.
end, or
All of it. All of it.
all the time?
Yeah, at the beginning I did too much, and then I just like wasn't motivated at all for finishing. I don't know if I would have any advice other than just like pace yourself, and also don't have such high expectations of yourself.
No, that's good. I think the high expectation thing is actually like a big part of it too.
Yeah, it's fun to just like draw. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be your best. Don't spend like You can spend like 24 hours polishing something if that's really what you want to do, but don't do that for every single piece, where you will probably have a horrible time, and you'll
you're probably gonna hate everything.
You'll probably hate everything ever, and it won't be fun. So that's the only advice I can give.
I have some advice too. I think
Yay.
As a person who's like, so I haven't gotten burned out for a while from artfight. I think I might have when I was doing like 100 attacks a year. But it was more because I didn't have ideas. I think my biggest thing is what I always do pre-fight. Fuck making references. None of that like really matters that much. To be honest. The most important thing I think is like making piece compositions, because when you're in that like week before artfight, or like even like 4 days before artfight, when you're like so excited and like so creative because you haven't like drawn anything yet, and you have all these ideas like flitting around your brain, like all these so cool characters, like when you bookmark it, like write down what you want to draw, because I think the hardest part about burnout for me is not like doing the drawing, but it's like, oh, I'm drawing an idea that I don't like, and I feel like I have to finish it.
That's so... Yeah, that makes sense.
I also think, for me at least, because I do a lot of art for artfight, like, working on multiple pieces at the same time is also helpful. Because, like,
fun. Yeah.
If I hate how something looks, I will just go and, like, work on something else and, like, come back to it, you know?
That's smart. No use just trying to push through one attack. That makes sense. That's a strat I should try.
You should. I mean, because, like, for the piece that I was doing, I was like, man, I'm looking at this reference image for, like, way too long. And I just, like, it's like, becoming meaningless to me. And I'm like, it's not working. And so I just went and I, like, worked on something else. And I came back and it was, like, great. So...
That's awesome. That's beautiful. Sometimes you do just need a break. Some fresh eyes.
I'm kind of one of those people who like starts a piece and has to like finish the piece in one sitting though. So like it's hard for me to take a break on some stuff.
I understand. Yeah, I'm the type of person that will like sit down and just try and finish it when I from when I sat down.
Like I used to be in art classes where people would take like weeks on like one piece of art, and I'm like, I am so bored after 3 days.
Like
I don't know how people have the patience to paint a still life for like multiple weeks. Like I cannot do that shit.
That is so more than understandable.
It's like I could paint like 7 still lifes in that time, and I would learn more from them because I'm doing more of them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I understand. There's no... I don't know. I'm low on words. I'm low on advice, guys. It's no
okay.
advice.
Burnout is hard. Burnout, low-key, you can't really give advice for.
You kind of just gotta stop.
You kind of gotta stop, but you also kind of like gotta like figure out your own way of dealing with it, because like everybody's brains are different.
That's true. Yeah, it's a personal thing.
Yeah, because like for me, I can't just be like, let me go like couch potato and watch stuff, because I don't really watch that much stuff, so I have to like do other stuff, you know.
I understand. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm also having such a fun little hobby right now, just like refreshing the homepage and just like seeing all the new attacks.
Oh wait, stream it so we can just have Coco Melon in the background. Oh, you know what I have been doing at the same time is I've been refreshing the points page, because
why is that?
Well, not like every second, but like I've been making a little graph, because right now Stardust is leading by almost 900,000 points.
Oh my god.
And that has been increasing steadily over the past day, because yesterday they were leading by 300,000 points. Which is pretty impossible to triple your point gap in a day.
I wouldn't say that seems possible.
So I don't know if you've heard of this, or maybe also people listening to the podcast, maybe you have or haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
There was a user who was botting for Stardust.
Oh.
Yeah, like they put a smiley face on the cover of their attacks, and they submitted it 1,000,000 times for 400 points each time. And so Stardust had like 5 million points at one point.
That's great. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, that's what us Seafoamers really like to see. That 500 million point difference.
Why? Why? It's I guess the
I don't
only
know.
thing
I don't know.
Like, what's the point of botting for an art fight team?
I don't know. And so me and some other people who like had looked at this, we were like, okay, something is going on.
Yeah.
But like, so we were just going on the recent attacks page, and we were trying to see if we could find any attacks that had like been misrated or anything. And like, we haven't found any. But like, okay, wait, I gotta like show this graph. This is over the span of like 1 hour.
Yeah.
It jumped like almost 100,000 points. Like, there has to be something going on.
That can't be.
It cannot be right. Like,
that can't be right. That's strange.
let me see. Oh, it's showing my, wait a second. Like, I'm actually, but like, the thing is, like, we were looking through it, we couldn't find any, like, misrated things. But look at this. Wait, let me move it.
Oh my god, the graph!
It's so,
Stop!
it's so, like, that's not normal, guys. If you...
Stardust will be in our comments and be like, Matt,
yeah, Stardust are like, you guys are...
hate us.
I just keep refreshing it and seeing it jump up. Now it's 900k. It literally went from 888 at 143 to 902k. Dude, guys.
The only thing I can think is like because they go through these. They moderate the attacks.
No, but not now. They moderate them after the fight.
Yes, I know they moderate them after the fight. That's why I'm saying when they're totaling the true point count.
Oh, what if it's like, oh my gosh, Stardust is winning by 1,000,000 points, and then it's just like Seafoam is actually winning by 2,000,000 points because every Stardust attack is like not real.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it doesn't, like, they're thinking that if there are button attacks, they're thinking they're getting away with it. Like, it's, it's going to seen.
Okay, but the issue is, no, the issue is like, for there to be botted attacks, somebody has to report the botted attacks. That's true. We were looking through to see if we could find them, and we can't find them.
Oh no. I'm sure they have to be looking. That's suspicious.
I know, but like, it's not, the
and
thing
they
is
probably
like,
have
it's
better
not,
tools, maybe.
So the issue like I have with it is I think this is the first time that anyone's actually did an actual bot for artfight. Like, I mean, people have like misrated points before, and like, you know, like on purpose, like point farming, whatever. But like, no one's really like botted artfight before, so I feel like now that that's an option, everyone is like, yeah, like on edge.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe they're botting artfight.
Like, what I have to assume that like what they're doing is instead of submitting like a bunch, they must be submitting like one with multiple characters that's like 1,000 points, like every 10 minutes or something.
Oh, that's so interesting. Probably.
But like, it's so hard to tell because like, I can't see them. They might be putting like filters on it because I haven't been checking. Like, I don't want to just like have to look at gore attacks if I don't have to. Like, when I was looking through them.
I understand.
But if they filter it, then you can't see that the thumbnail is different, is the thing.
Oh, you're right. Oh, God.
In the mind of the artfight botter.
So much.
I don't know why you would do that, though. Like,
I don't either.
You're
why?
Not getting attacks. Like, at the very least, I understand if you're point farming. I understand if you're art farming. I understand if you're point farming, not like misrating stuff.
More than
farming like Revis
botting.
full or whatever. But
Yeah.
botting is like, you're not getting any art out of it. Like, what are you
doing?
What is your
Literally-
motivation?
Literally, what are you gaining? It's
so
really
funny to
not,
me.
not that big of a brag to say that your team won our fight. It's
No,
like a
it
brag
actually-
for like a day, maybe.
It's not even. It's
not even.
literally like meaningless. If
I've
you want to brag
never
about
once
something,
been like, "Fuck yeah, my team won!" Like I'm not a fucking patriotic art fight user. What can
I will say I am a patriotic more fighter.
I like more fight. Let's go, Team Red, the underdogs.
The underdogs. You just have to win this one game. I believe in you guys. Well, I love it because like you can totally come back from it. Like
Yeah,
versus like this is like if this is real, like we're not winning.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
no.
If there's a 1,000,000 point lead, we can't see foam.
Think
Guys,
there could feasibly be 1,000,000 point lead without something being so wrong.
I know, it's like that's impossible. Well, so okay, this was the theory, right? So we all know, or like I guess if you didn't look at the site and you're just, I don't know why you'd be listening to the podcast if you didn't look at the site, but like Seafoam was down 14,000 members on the early bird. Like,
Whoa.
Stardust was that stacked.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think, like, Yale was also talking about this, like, we were talking about it, was, like, our theory was that, so, the members are even now,
Okay.
but that's because of, like, the sorting, right? That's the team
Oh,
sorting. When you
yeah.
get into the event, you can't choose your team.
Mhm.
So we're kind of thinking, like, okay, maybe all of the new people, because Stardust is, like, the edgy team. Edgy team usually gets, like, more of the people, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
how vampires worked.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, Stardust has, like, more people, but, like, all the new people who don't really know anything at all about how the game works, because, like, if they waited this
They're-
long, they
Yeah.
might not be as active, like, they might not have joined the Discord, like, a bunch of that kind of stuff. Like, they're all
Interesting.
on Seafoam now, and so, like, we still have that, like, 14K member gap, but it's, like, not visible, I think.
Oh,
That's my theory.
That's so fascinating.
Game theory, but it's our fight.
Literally, game theory.
I mean, I'm interested to think about, like, what else could possibly be happening. Like, because I don't see any other options. Some people were saying, like, oh, people have started to trader, like newbies have started to like all go to the other team because they want to, like, win. And so, like, if they were a newbie on Seafoam and doing attacks, they, like, have switched teams or something.
Oh my goodness,
But-
man.
I don't know. I mean, that could be true because, like, my argument was, like, oh, well, the teams are even. But, like, the teams are always going to be even if new people are joining. So, like,
Yeah,
maybe they are switching, and that's why.
maybe. Who knows?
But, like, a 900,000 point
It's-
gap? Are you
it's-
fucking kidding me?
I don't think it's. I just don't think.
I
don't
can't
think.
imagine
I just
that it's
don't-
not botted.
It feels botted. It feels
Like,
botted.
Like, that graph was, like, going up. That was not like a, oh, we're going back and forth, oh, it's getting up a little bit. It's like, no, that was, like, a line going up
That's a
over an hour, too. It wasn't
nearly
even over a
straight
day.
line. Yeah, I don't understand how that seems wrong.
It's either that or, like, some people were also saying, like, maybe there's some, like, bug in how the points are being calculated, like, and attacks are being, like, I don't know, but that would be, like, a hard bug to have, I
It
think.
would be. That's so interesting. I would love.
It's
I'm
really
excited
funny.
for, I guess, the end of the fight where whatever is happening.
I think it's gonna get to the point when it hits 1 million, the mods are gonna go, okay, this is not normal,
For sure.
which is gonna be in, like, less than an hour at this rate.
Yeah, probably. Not. It won't be long now.
It won't be long now, guys. After this podcast is done recording, we're gonna get an update, I'm sure.
Yeah, it might even
I'm
be. This podcast might come out and it might be out of date. Who knows? Maybe we'll get news that fast.
I
don't
think,
know.
well, I mean, if this is something where, like,
It's.
they're having
I just
consistent-
pulled up. I just pulled it up.
You're looking at it too.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Literally, when you refresh it, like within a minute, it goes up by 1,000 points. I'm like, that's not possible.
It can't be.
It cannot be accurate. I don't know what's happening over there. What's happening at Artfight headquarters?
Mr. Artfight. Please save us.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to do like, what's that, there's like this one number theory thing that they use to try and figure out like fraudulent, taxes that have been like made, which is like this idea that like numbers occur in a distribution proportionate to how big the number is. So like the number 9 shows up way less than like the number 1 just in the natural world. We need to do that on Artfight attacks being submitted. I don't know how the fuck you would do that, but can somebody get on that? I don't know either,
but we need to get on that.
It's so okay. The hardest part is like the recent attacks page. If you go to the recent attacks and you refresh it a lot, like it pushes you back. So like refreshing, because there's so many attacks submitted, refreshing almost like gets you nowhere trying to go back a page because there's so many that have been submitted.
There's so many. It's crazy. It's
there's so many attacks. Like, good job, guys.
Yeah, good job. I'm just going through and I'm rating attacks because I realized that
you're
actually
rating.
That gives people an extra point.
Oh yeah, everybody go through and rate attacks.
Yeah, it's fun. You get to see, and that's like a really fun way to find people too.
Yeah.
Rating attacks. Because then you're like, oh wow, I like this character. I'd want to draw this character. Or wow, I like this person's art style. I wonder what their characters are. You know,
exactly.
Beautiful. It's a fun, great way.
Here's a question. I feel like maybe a hot topic, hot take.
Hot take.
I tend to attack people whose styles I like, and then I'm gonna leave it at that. I tend to attack people whose styles I like. What's your take on that?
It makes sense? Question mark? Because it captures your attention. I feel like more than.
So like I feel like some
on
people,
Artfight on Artfight usually your introduction to someone would be like in a thumbnail or like you know any form of seeing their art, and so if their art style specifically captivates you, then you might be drawn to go like, whoa, I like this style. I want to see their page. I want to see what they have.
I think that is the normal take to have. I feel like one of the interesting things is like I feel like a lot of people like I think this kind of builds off of like the fear issue. I feel like so many people are like terrified of people like hating beginner artists and like you know having other fears similar to that, especially in the line of like, oh, like people don't like my art kind of fears. I feel like people, because there's a person. There are not a lot of takes that I see in Gen 1 because Gen 1 is generally just slop right now. But, you know, there's a person having sort of like an interesting or a nuanced take, I would say, on Artfight about like quality of pieces. And people are like, oh, you're hating on beginner artists. So I feel like the style question is interesting because I feel like the reason I'm drawn to people's styles is because generally if there's a style that I feel like is similar to mine or that I like, it's like their characters are probably going to be characters that I like. More.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, not because I want them to like attack me in that style, which I think a lot of people would be like, that's why you're attacking people whose styles are like, because you want them to revenge you. Oh, you're such a bad art fighter.
I feel like, to me, it's never like if they're more skilled, I think. It's just like the approach that they take, I guess. I don't know. You can't really like you can't put it in words.
Vibes.
It's just, if it it's just like, yeah, it's the vibes. If it captivates my attention, I will look. That's what draws me to it. It doesn't have to be like what captivates my attention isn't always like someone artist who's been drawing for like 20 years and their pieces are beautiful. And like obviously, yes, those people have beautiful art, but sometimes it's like
I don't fuck with that.
Sometimes you don't fuck with that. Sometimes you're just like, this, you know what? I really want to see this person's stuff. I don't think some people, yes, they do seek out people's styles just because they want their characters to be drawn in it, but I don't think that's not the Artfight spirit, is what I will say. Like, I feel like it is natural for an art style to be part of what draws you to a person, but I think it's usually just what captivates your attention specifically. Yeah. And like what makes you go, like, you're like, it's usually like being drawn to something because you think they'll have characters that you want to draw.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think one of the things that, like, I don't know if there are new people who are listening to this, but like I feel like when you get to the age where you're an older person on Artful, like, because I'm not what maybe most art fighters would call young. I'm 20, so like I'm apparently a grandpa to the most of the like 15-year-olds who are around.
I don't know.
But I
Am
feel
I
like
considered old?
I don't think so.
But then I'm gonna be 20 next year.
Then you'll be old.
Then I'll be old. When you're 20,
I
not
think
when
it's
you're
when you're
19.
20.
It's when you're right. It's when you're
No, because there's a teen in your name.
because there's
You're
still
young.
I'm holding on to it, guys.
Dancing Queen. Oh wait, that's 17, not 19.
That is, I don't know what's 19
There's definitely songs about being 19.
songs about.
There's one that's like on the tip of my tongue that I can't remember.
19 by Movements.
I don't know that one.
I don't think that's it. I was only 19. 19 and Crazy. I don't think these are.
19 Crazy.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
19 is like the worst age to be. Sorry.
What? I've been enjoying it.
It's like you're not 18 and you're not 20. 20 is so much better.
How is 20 any better?
Because like you have to like do shit when you're 20. It makes you think about life.
I've had to do shit when I'm 19. I graduated early.
Okay. That's true. But like adults kind of treat you differently when you don't have teen in your age, I will say.
Yeah.
I like how I call them
that's
adults. Like technically
Yeah.
I'm also an adult, but like
20
older people.
No, 20 you're not an adult.
When you're 20, you're like, oh, you're not a kid anymore, you know.
Dude, I've been feeling that now.
Yeah, I mean 19
I'm
is
like,
also in that space.
Yeah. Well, it's also because at 19 it's the last of being a teen, so you're kind of like, fuck.
Oh, and everybody's thinking about that when they're 19, which is funny.
I told my girlfriend about that, and she was like, "No," and I'm like, "When you turn 19, you're gonna tell me the same thing." I'm only 6 months older than my girlfriend, so it's funny because it's like in October, 3 more months.
Oh my gosh, Yuji's October birthday. I'm October.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 21 in October.
Oh my god.
Legal drinking age.
She's gonna be 19. That's crazy.
She's so
Legal
baby.
drinking age. She's my age.
I know. You're also baby.
What the heck?
Because Rev is 1 year younger than me, right? And then you're like 2 years younger than me, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're the same age as like my brother. That's crazy. I can't think about that. My little brother.
That's wild. You're the same age as no one I know.
It's funny because I'm like a year older than a lot of the people like in my year. So like they're like where Rev is right now. Or a lot of people are like turning 20 this year, and they're all having their existential crises over turning 20. And I'm like, haha, L, I'm turning 21.
That's its own crisis.
Not really.
Will
It's
be
kind of
for
just
me.
there. Oh, maybe. Anyway, art fight.
Art fight. Don't put how old you are in the comments.
Don't put how old you are in art fight. Don't do it.
Don't. Unless
Do not.
you're like an adult.
I'll delete it.
Yes.
No. Even if you're an adult.
If you're an adult, don't put it in the comments. Obviously.
Yeah, adults shouldn't either, because then it incentivizes children to do it.
Exactly.
I'm bad about that though. I
have
like
my age on my
to
profile.
know people.
Yeah.
I have my age on. I actually don't have my age on my profile. I don't.
You
think.
don't. I do.
I probably should, because I definitely draw kind of suggestive stuff for people.
That's
I always
have
PM
my
them.
age on my profile,
I
because
PM
I also
them
want.
first.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I also want people to know that I'm like, hey, it's fine if you dress.
You know,
like
I'm gonna
like,
update that today. Actually, I didn't even
put
think
your
about
age.
that because I haven't updated my little intro card for like a year. I didn't draw a new one.
Oh yeah,
So,
you didn't. But yeah,
I like it too much.
Don't put your age out if you're a little baby. Just say you're a little baby.
Yeah.
You're a little child. You're a child.
Yeah.
Don't. And just have your permissions be clear that you shouldn't receive.
You know,
you don't want.
Okay,
things.
one thing that's like very interesting.
Also, to be
me
fair,
is,
I
like,
guess people shouldn't draw not safe for work if you don't say you're fine with it. But anyway, well, not safe for work, suggestive, but still.
Yeah. Well, but the thing that I find really interesting is like people put in their permissions like, don't whitewash my character, don't draw not safe for work. I'm like, those are things you can't do on the site. Like, you realize that's not, like, allowed on the site anyway.
You can draw suggestive stuff, you can't draw not safe for work. And also, you're not allowed to whitewash characters. That's, like,
like, those are reportable things. Like, you don't need to say that in your permissions. I mean, for me, it's just, like, I like my permissions to be short and specific to whatever character it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like... So, like, for me, it's, like, I put no gore, right? Because that's, like... That's allowed on site, and I don't want that. So that's very important for me that people read that and then don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to...
Are my global permissions? I know I use character permissions for my wish list.
I do wish lists in my character.
My global permissions are just like... Okay, yeah, I see. Not color picking is fine.
I remember.
Because that was a whole thing that people would be like, you have to color. Yeah, so
nobody understands.
Nobody gets it. I think if someone now when they're reading, because I haven't changed my global permissions in a while.
Yeah. That is so funny. Well, it's a little bit of a discourse. Like, I feel like now, but it used to be a massive discourse.
It used to be crazy, yeah. But I don't care if people color pick.
I don't really care. I'm gonna be real. I definitely will make some characters more like saturated in terms of skin tone, because I'm like, I'm gonna give them some water to drink, okay? Like, it's okay.
My characters are very saturated, I'll say, to the point where I think in some people's styles it might not work. So I genuinely literally do not care if people color pick my characters or not. Like, it's fine, you can alter it.
Okay, also
my characters are really saturated, like partly because my old monitor used to be bad, and now it's mostly out of choice. It's mostly out of choice now. I think it's just more pleasing now because my girlfriend, she is vaguely colorblind.
Oh,
she can't see color as strongly. And when we were becoming friends, she told me that she felt like she could see my art normally with all the colors, whereas everyone else was seeing gray. And so now
that's really cute.
It was really cute, and now I don't want to make anything dull ever.
That's so cute. What the hell? That's not. I don't think that's colorblindness if it's gray. I knew a guy who could only see in black and white.
It's not all gray.
Oh, okay.
It's like faded, is how she's described it. Like stuff. Colors aren't as strong, I guess.
I could be colorblind, but I'd never know.
You could, yeah. Never know.
I never know. My dad's colorblind. I probably am not colorblind, but
probably not.
I guess if I look at a color wheel and then I like see that it's not just like two colors across from each other.
You could probably. I'm sure there would be a way to figure out if you were colorblind.
Yeah.
I know my brother is. I'm not. He can't see what can he not see?
Green.
He can't see green.
I feel like green is common. Green, red, and green, purple, and green,
I have a
brown
friend who can't see orange. Not red, not yellow. Orange.
That's interesting.
I know, I've always thought it was interesting.
That's sad. Orange is a really nice color.
It also makes me... Yeah, because orange is my favorite color.
Aww. There's so many good things that are orange.
There are. Oranges. Me. My hair color. Traffic cones, that's pretty good.
Tangerines. Yeah.
Flowers. There's so many flowers that are orange.
Oh, that's true.
There's so many. And they're so pretty.
They are pretty. Fish. There's some
there's
goldfish.
A lot of fish. There's so many orange fish. Tigers.
Oh god, tigers, yes.
They wouldn't be as beautiful.
That'd be so sad.
They're orange. Yeah, they're so
Well, I mean, I guess they would be
tigers.
a different color and they could also still be beautiful.
Yeah, they do see it. They said they see it as either more yellow or more red. They just can't see. Yeah,
okay, red tigers would be kind of sick as fuck, actually, though.
Or sometimes it's like brown. Yeah, I know, right? I want to ask them what color they see tigers as now. Now I have to ask. I need to ask my friend. I'm like, what color are tigers?
I feel like I used to saturate my art so much, and now I've like really gone in the opposite direction.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, not like desaturated, but like I just use a lot more neutral tones, like earthy.
So yeah, that makes sense. Beautiful, vibrant colors. Oh.
I love vibrant colors, though.
Speaking of vibrant, sorry, I went to your page. I saw the bird world, and I'm just really happy.
Oh, the bird world? That's a good... Everybody should go look at bird world.
Everyone, please go to Fall's account REVFOLL. It's also, you can go to Damie's page, and Damie's page is just Damie.
It's Damie. I love that my page is just Damie. It's
I
literally
love it.
so
It's
canon.
so funny. And there's a beautiful bird attack, and it's beautiful.
It's
and
epic.
I really like it. So
It's
funny.
I want to do more art like that. I want to do a kid picks attack.
Same. I want to do.
Oh yeah, you poor thing. You probably haven't been able to do anything.
There's things that I could do.
Traditional.
Traditional. I want to do a paper craft because I saw someone do a paper craft.
Val did a really cute paper craft.
Yes, that was what inspired me, and I keep seeing paper crafts.
Val actually literally inspired me to do one too. I was like, I should do one. I haven't done it yet, but I might.
I have a character saved. I have it in mind. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I really want to do it. I love crafting things.
Because I've been drawing more traditionally for my design classes because it's all traditional drawing.
Oh, yeah.
And
I did that too for my...
Yeah. It's very interesting. It's definitely improved my hatching skills because I can draw really straight lines now. But oh my god,
yeah.
There's one attack I'm doing right now, which is an animation, and there's like a desk in it, and for some reason I was stupid and I just redrew it like all the frames that was in. I shouldn't have done that, but
oh no.
I was like, wow, this desk is so like accurate now that I know how to draw like so accurately.
Why did you
No, it's the classic, okay, this is a call out to every animator because everybody does this. It's the one thing where you're like, okay, I'm animating this like straight ahead. I don't have like a storyboard. I'm just like animating it, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'm just like making shit up as I go. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know how like many frames I'm gonna draw for this. So I'll probably just draw this table like once or twice and then it won't be that bad. And then it gets to the point where I've drawn the table like 12 times and I'm like, now I have to like, it's gonna like wobble for the first 12 frames and now it's gonna stop wobbling if I change it. And I'm like, it's only like 6 lines to draw this table, so like does it really matter that much if I like just keep drawing it? And then I just keep drawing it.
You poor thing.
That's how it is with animation.
It is.
That was like my first Star Baby, the film I did. There were so many fills that I did where I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a new level, like a new layer essentially, and like color over the lines in white. And then I realized I could just literally fill the character white. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna cry. That would have been so much faster.
Oh my god, no.
Just PSA to animators, make your life easier. Animation's already hard enough. Do the shit that's easy.
Make it easier. Oh my god, you poor thing.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's a really cute attack that I'm working on. I can't spoil it because it is.
I'm so excited.
It does involve Starfield people. But
whoa. I'm excited to see it.
I thought about it and I was like, I kind of want to do this thing even though it's like kind of intense as an attack. Like it's a lot more than I would normally do for an attack.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna just try it, you know, like fuck it, we ball.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I will say I was definitely high-key thinking about doing some kind of more fight like group animation thing if people were interested in doing that, or like
that'd be crazy.
Doing that like over, like maybe not during art fight, but like having like some sort of like map or like multi-animator project. Like I was like, if people were interested, it would be cute to do. Like
it would be cute.
Especially because like the art fight map is insanely hard to get into. Like
oh, for sure.
I didn't even try. I was like, I don't really want to do it, but if it was easier, I might try. But like, oh god, it's just like so hard to get into.
Yeah, for sure. I can't imagine. I'd be so nervous too.
I feel like I wish more people did like, I guess maybe, it's kind of sad. I was like, I wish more people did like organized multi-animator projects for art fight because I feel like it's a great place to like organize them.
It'd be so cool, yeah.
But then I realized like maybe people are just like scared of like talking to people and like, or don't have like an established friend group that they could like do it with, which is sad.
Yeah, that's probably it. This is
like that'd be so cute.
That would be. This is so off topic.
Go for it.
But it is art fight. Do you know what I love seeing like every year?
What?
I love, and sorry if you can hear my fuck ass dogs, by the way.
I
They're
can't.
barking. Okay, good. I love seeing who the popular character is of the fight, of like your roster, of anyone's roster, really. I don't know if this like it doesn't really.
That's fascinating.
It's not that I care about what characters. It fascinates me to know that like there are characters that are more popular in certain years. Because I've been getting a lot of attacks of one of my guys, and I don't think he was the most popular last year, despite him also being up. And I just think it's very fun. I'm like, whoa. What about this year makes my little guy Mr. Popular?
That's so interesting. I honestly think I don't really have popular characters as much. I get like, I mean, I definitely have unpopular characters, but like, I kind of get a pretty even like spread of attacks. There's not like one guy, but I also like, I know other people definitely have that more. I would say like for people who have that and don't want to have that, please feel free to hide your characters. Like,
oh, for sure.
Like
personally, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care, which is why I'm like, I just think it's interesting. I'm like, oh, I wonder who people's favorite will be this year. I really don't care. Draw whoever the fuck you want from my characters, guys.
Yeah. I think
but if it bothers you, just hide your Mr. Popular. It's fine.
Yeah, or like if your character, you know, it's also nice to have like boundaries, like just with yourself. If you're like, oh, I only want to get like maximum like 5 pieces of this character, then like, you know, then that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I will say, okay, one thing that's interesting that I haven't said to any of these people who are asking this question, but people ask like a lot in the Discord, like how to get more attacks, right? That's stupid, but people ask it. And I always say, you don't, like just attack more people, like you'll get more back, whatever.
Yes.
But okay, the actual cheat code to getting attacks hidden in like the middle of this podcast episode. Have a simple shaped character. You're probably gonna hate it. You're probably gonna hate it a lot unless you really like that character. But you will get so many attacks on that character. Like every person I know with a simple shaped character gets a lot of attacks on it because it's easy to draw.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That's really funny.
It is.
We're circling back to the worm.
Oh, it is. It's the worm is the circle. It's Ouroboros, but it's a worm on a string.
Dude, just find someone's worm.
That'd be really fun. I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, that would be really really funny.
Yes.
Okay, time to browse worm on worm. I'm just gonna search worm.
I think worm on a string characters is so funny because it is just like an inside joke in art.
It is. I love it though. I could do this for Papers, Please, maybe, if it fits any of the prompts that I end up making.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, this guy would be great. Wait, let me. Sorry, you guys won't be able to see this character. Fine. You know what? Fuck it. I'll show this character.
Oh yeah.
Look at this guy.
Whoa!
Wouldn't that be so good for that?
That would be so cool. That would be so cool for an Ouroboros.
That'd be so cool. I kind of want to do a rainbow worm though. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be also really cool. Damn.
I was gonna say something random.
Yo, I just got a confirmation email that my charger's coming.
Yes!
Like right now.
Redemption arc.
It just showed up. Like, not today though. It's just telling me that it's gonna show up on the 10th. But
well,
it's in
that's
4
good
days. So at least it's not gonna be late. And to be fair, I did order it on a Friday. Like,
oh yeah, that's a little.
Because then it can't go on the weekend, you know.
Yeah.
So it's taken like it's gonna take like 3 days to show up. That's not bad.
That's not too bad. I mean, it's just like it's like that's art fight 3 days.
Yeah, it's also like it's art fight 3 days. I'm waiting today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and then whenever it comes on Wednesday, I'm just waiting.
Yeah. No, that's so sadness.
It's okay. I'll get over it.
It's okay. You'll be like sitting at the door, you know, waiting for the.
Like a sad little dog.
Like a happy dog.
Oh, you're right. Do you know what I really want to draw for art fight, and that I have characters saved for? I just have to do it. I really want to draw like Littlest Pet Shop style.
Yes, you should do that
so much. I am. That's gonna be that's an attack thing that I have planned. I have a character and everything. I'm just like, oh, I want to draw. That's it, actually,
beautiful.
that's it.
You should
I
do
love
it.
art. I love
I love
I
art
love
fight.
it.
I
I
love
love
fight.
art. I love to fight. I love it. Yeah, art fight, bots, crazy. Personal, I'm enjoying, even if I am sad because I haven't been able to play as much because
Yeah.
that's how my art fight's been going.
Wait, I
Everything's
have a
beautiful.
crazy unrelated thing to say.
Okay.
Okay.
I love unrelated.
This is a I'm like the conspiracy theorist of art fight analysis at this point.
Perhaps. Perhaps so. And
but-
that's okay.
Okay, so one of the phenomenon that was happening, sorry, Muppet joke.
Yeah.
Every time I say that word, I think about that song.
I do love that song.
So something that was happening is like there were people who were first years who were getting like 15 attacks on the first day,
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
which is kind of crazy.
That's wild.
So I was thinking about this, and I was like, how could this happen? And I was like, okay, well, clearly the answer has something to do with hit lists, because these people
Yeah,
are active in the Discord.
My immediate thought as soon as you said that.
Yeah. But the thing that's weird is, like, usually, like, in years past, filling out a hit list meant jack shit, usually, right? Like,
yes.
I think, because, here's my thing. I think because hit lists have become so oversaturated, less people fill out each hit list, because there are just so many to fill out.
Mhm.
And that means that putting yourself on a hit list is way more likely to actually get you attacked, and that's how people have like 15 attacks.
Interesting.
That's my theory. I don't know if it's right.
Oh, that is interesting. I don't know. I've never applied to a hit list ever.
It could be because people are also like looking for specific characters on their hit lists and actually drawing them.
Yeah, true.
But I feel like a lot of the ones that I've seen are just like more general. So I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's crazy that so many people got so many attacks on just the first day. Like,
Yeah, it is. I got my girlfriend. She got me.
Did a
that
couple
was
attacks. I didn't submit them on the first day.
I didn't get any done on the first day. I submitted my first attack. I submitted on the third, I think, and it took me a few days to finish because I wanted to get my girlfriend. I thought I had an advantage, and I did not. So then I just like took my time on it.
I have something I want to draw for you and Yuchi. That's my secret surprise.
Happy Pride Month. Just got extended.
Pride Month 2, Wrath Month.
Yeah! Gluttony.
Wait, let's see how the point gap is doing right now. Just a
Oh
quick
yeah,
check-in. Okay, so it's at 9,079K. So we're almost at 1 million.
Wow!
Wow,
That's
in
easy.
how long has it been? In let's see, about half an hour.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is normal.
This is so normal, guys,
This
to
is-
get 100K.
It's so normal, and I did stop my habit of refreshing. I wonder if I would have seen anything.
I don't know, I haven't been seeing anything.
Alas, I haven't either, is the thing. Oh, what a shame. Maybe it's... I was gonna make a joke and be like, maybe it's just normal, but I can't
don't
even
think
say
so.
that 'cause
Because,
it's not.
okay, the thing is, like, the first 3 days, they only got 300K up. And it went in one day from 300K to 1 million. Like, that is not possible.
It can't be.
It cannot be unless all the Seafoams started, like, switching over and, like, you know, doing mega mass attacks. That would be the only way. Well, I mean, it's because we're here on the podcast and we're not drawing and submitting attacks, obviously.
Yeah,
That's why.
it's our fault!
It's all our fault.
Guys, if you're on Team Seafoam, just know you're personally responsible for this. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
Only us, because we're wearing the hats.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
If you're wearing a hat for Seafoam, you're responsible.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with this message. It's only us. This is our cross to bear.
I just feel bad because, like, now the mods have to, like, deal with this shit during the fight instead of, like, after the fight when there aren't more attacks coming in.
Yeah. Hopefully next year they'll have something to do against the bots.
I don't
never
think
knew
there's a
this would
way
be
to
an
be
issue.
against bots. Is the thing like?
I don't know how they even fucking.
I think
There has to be something that they can do against bots.
well, I mean, if you submit a lot at the same time, then that's like really
Yes.
obvious, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, they could just implement like if you are putting attacks in at like 5 seconds each, like, you know, flag it for report or whatever. But like, if they're just imagine if they're just like, because mass attacks can get like a lot of points.
They
Mass attacks can get like 1,000 points like fairly easily. If they're just submitting like one of those like every minute, then like.
Oh my
Like, and if they had maybe multiple accounts, it would be different. You know, like all this stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going into it.
I wonder if it's the same person. It would be really funny if this just wasn't a bot and we just like were total conspiracy theory, like copium.
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. But
I don't know.
it's exciting. You know, it's mysterious. I will say this is like some of the more like fun I've had with the points in the past. Like,
I've never ever
3
kept
years.
up with. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
me neither.
And now this is just kind of funny to me.
Yeah,
like
it's
I don't really
fun.
care about like winning or anything. I'm just very intrigued by whatever is going on over there.
It's really funny.
Guys,
It's really funny to me.
share your detective hints in the comments below. That's what you comment this time. You comment.
Yeah, actually, also tell us your
leads.
story of like the craziest story you can come up with how they did it. I think it's cloning.
Oh yes, cloning. I think it's a really elaborate time loop, like Groundhog Day.
There's just one person who's drawing the same attack again and again and again because
Yeah,
they're time looped.
They made one really good mass attack, but they're stuck in a time loop, and they keep having
That's
to
really
submit
funny.
it over and over.
But like only they're stuck in the time loop, but the time around them is advancing, so they just keep
Yes.
submitting it.
Exactly. Their day is stuck in a time loop, but we're fine. It's just them. They're stuck.
Oh, that's so funny. I like that one. I think for mine, all the clones are getting on the same account because technically they're all the same person, so it doesn't count as account sharing, and they're all drawing like 1,000,000 attacks per second.
Oh wait, sorry, hold on.
The clones got them. Rest in peace to Clem. You will be missed. Your charger didn't even come. I got a vamp by myself, damn. Hey everybody. There's a secret message to all the pod fighters who aren't Clem. Put down in the comments, the word, blahage, like the IKEA shark, and make Clem really confused. That's our little secret. That's our little secret on the pod here. Man, I get so bummed out over.
If we cut it out, it's like it never happened. If we cut it out, it's like
No, I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm not gonna cut it out. I was vamping.
Alright,
I was vamping. Don't worry. No dead air.
Good. Okay, good. I was like, oh no, it's dead air. My mom, she was so apologetic. She was getting dinner orders. That's what was happening. She was
Dinner
like,
orders at 2:30?
I know. I don't know why they're getting
Oh
dinner
my
orders right
God.
now. I really don't
You're
know
eating dinner
why.
right now. You're
I
in the
don't
time
know
loop.
why they're getting dinner. I'm in the time loop. But I guess she could hear that I was doing something. I don't tell them about a podcast, obviously, but they were just like,
Calling somebody.
sorry about whatever that is.
That's so
she
funny.
said when she yelled up, she said, "Can I yell up to you?" Can I yell at you? Is what she said. And I
Wait,
was
let me.
like,
Okay,
what?
I think we're about at the place to end. But let me end off with this message from the Discord that someone just wrote.
Oh,
I cropped it. Fuck.
oh fuck. Is it beautiful?
It's beautiful.
Can't
Stardust
read it.
members gain an average of 0.5 points per day. Bots George, who has reduced to 4 trillion artfight points in a week, is an outlier, should not be counted.
Bots George.
Bots George.
Oh,
I think that
love
should be our
that.
banner.
I
right
think
there.
It should. I think it should be right there.
That's actually
Right?
so
We
beautiful.
should put it on the board in the back.
On the board in the back. I need to figure out. I need to get my like
Yes.
cropping extension like better. I don't have it on
Yeah.
this computer. I don't think
It's
because
okay.
I need to be able to. I need to be able to like twist it, like shear it.
Yeah.
Because I can't just be like the
No.
filter guide. That's the reason the filter guide is where it is.
Yeah. It's okay one day.
One day. Well, that's our fight.
That's our fight. It's over.
It's over now. We said that it's over. I have to
Yep.
go write those more fight things.
I have to go draw, probably.
All right.
And maybe see why my family's taking dinner orders at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's for I don't know. That's just the way they do it.
For
For fun.
fun. It's just the way they do it.
This is the way they do it. All right, everybody. We'll be back. See ya.
See you.